Hey everybody, I have a couple topics for this video. I'm going to talk about creating reminders and also how to use your calendar, create calendar events, things like that. So the first thing I'll talk about is reminders. I use reminders all the time just because I'm super forgetful and I'm really not one to keep an agenda. So this is kind of the lazy man's way of reminding himself to do something in 2 hours. The most common thing I use it for is like remind me to check the cookies in 10 minutes because I love to cook and it's just really easy to use, so I use it all the time. So let's say manually the easiest way is to come into your reminders, come up here, and you can create one. So I can say check the cookies, for example. I kid you not, I say check the cookies like at least once a month. All right, so now I can either just leave it in here and that way I can come back to my reminders and check my reminders list, or I can actually tell it to remind me. So I will say remind me on a particular day, so Tuesday at 10 a.m. That is in approximately 36 minutes. So it just is that by default. I can click on that and change it. So maybe I want it to remind me tomorrow at 10 a.m. or maybe I want it to remind me today at 10 p.m. Whatever you want. The other option is you can have it remind you at a location. This is pretty cool. So I can change it from my current location to a particular some other location. But that way, like when you get to the job site in the morning or when you get to the coffee shop or wherever you want, it'll pop up and remind you of whatever it is you like. So talk about useful and talk about kind of high tech, pretty cool. So a lot of people don't really realize you can use that, but man, I personally think I need to utilize this more because I think it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave it back and remind me of the day. I'm gonna have it remind me at today at 9:26 since that's in. Oh, dang it! All right, well, I'm not gonna be around for the video for that long. So that's the manual way to set a reminder. The other way is to use Siri. So if you remember how to use Siri, you hold down this button, and I'm gonna have her remind me in 1 minute to check the cookies. So I'm gonna give that a shot right now. Remind me in 1 minute to check the cookies.
Here's your reminder. Shall I create it?
Yes. Now,
Okay, I'll remind
I
you.
could also say something along the lines of remind me tomorrow at 6 a.m. that I need so and so on the job site. I wonder what it'll do for so and so. Oh, look at that. I got it.
Here's your reminder for tomorrow at 6 a.m. Shall I create it?
Yep. So pretty useful. Again, Siri I think
Okay, I'll
can make your
remind you.
guys' lives a lot easier if you aren't fond of using the touchscreen. So that's pretty much all you need to know about reminders. You'll get a pop up. Like I said, I told it to remind me about the cookies, so I'll get one in a second. So maybe I'll just wait for that to pop up. But you'll get a notification, kind of like you have here on your mail, that will be up here on your reminders, and you'll get like a there you go, check the cookies. All right, so I can say view, and I'm gonna come here and check that off, and I'm gonna check these off too, so they don't pop up. All right, so now let's talk about your calendar. Your calendar is synced with your Gmail account. So if you create anything with Gmail or you receive an invitation from a project manager or another super or anything like that, they'll appear in your Gmail calendar online and they'll appear here on your phone. And if you create an event here on your phone, it will also appear in your Gmail calendar online. So it's pretty cool. Whoops. My app keeps crashing. I don't know what's up with it today. I have to close it, reopen it, and hold on here. Okay, so we're back in action. So here's the calendar. I prefer the month view, and of course this calendar is completely unoccupied. But if you create events, they'll show up down here, and then you'll see a dot when you have an event. So to create an event, you select the date that you'd like to select, or that you'd like to create an event for. Come up, hit the plus sign, enter in the title. In this case, I know I have a meeting at 10 a.m. today, so I'm going to go ahead and, hey, look, the time's perfect. It's at 10 a.m. And I can say, oh, maybe I have a meeting every Tuesday at 10 a.m. I could have this repeat every week, every 2 weeks, so on and so forth. And then I'll just click done. So there you go. I have a meeting today at the 31st. So it'll pop up in 10 minutes beforehand and remind me. Super useful feature as well. I know probably not a lot of you guys really use this features because they're time consuming, to be honest. But they can help you guys a lot with organization and just with simple stuff. And you can share these events with your project managers, and it really will help them out and help you guys out. So maybe you want to give it a shot, maybe not. I don't push anybody to use a calendar because I'm not a huge calendar guy, but it's important that you know how to use it. If you guys have any questions, remember you can always email me at gwolf@timberwolf.com.